Happy Sunday morning. My daughter Heather, aka Joanna's mom, and I were talking the other day about raising kids, and she was just commenting how much her life has changed in just a couple of weeks. And yes, you leave things behind that you used to do, ways of doing things, and you take on new responsibilities and new ways of doing things, but the joys of teaching young ones and bringing them up, discipling them in the ways of the Lord and teaching them to work for His kingdom, be purposeful, is important work. And it takes faithfulness over a long period of time, day in, day out, doing the hard things, sticking with it, even when you want to run away sometimes. And then my friend Sheila Harper, on Friday night at a women's gathering here in Nashville, she was talking about faithfulness and fruitfulness. And she made the comment that it takes faithfulness, faithfulness, faithfulness in order to produce fruitfulness. That there's a long period of time in there, a process. And that's exactly the way God works. He's not a microwave God, and He knows that if He takes us through a process, that length of time, we grow during that length of time. We grow when we have to work through things that are hard, when we have to stay faithful, at times that we want to just opt out. But it's through that faithfulness that long term we begin to see fruitfulness. And just like raising kids, you have to raise them all the way up before you begin to see a fruitful life manifest from a faithful life. And I hope that that helps you to think about maybe a job that you're in that you don't necessarily love to go to every day at this point, but remaining faithful produces fruitfulness. Maybe you're in a church that you don't necessarily agree with every single thing that's done. Bypass that and stay faithful in the meantime, and you'll see the fruitfulness of a life that has been planted and taken root in a place that you've been faithful to. Even in relationships sometimes, in marriages, we have to remain faithful, even though we may not be seeing the fruitfulness in the marriage at the moment that we want to see it. But that's the way God works, that we remain faithful through the process. And in the end, we begin to see the fruit, the fruitfulness of a faithful life. I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday, and I will see you next week.